Hi there, I'm Dale Mathis, coming to you from my home studio in Sun City, Arizona. And today we have lesson number 8 in the Play-by-Ear Learn to Play Accordion series by Dale Mathis. And this is an old standard tune called On Top of Old Smoky. And we've got a bunch of new things to learn about today. So the first thing I'm going to do is play the tune for you, and then we'll talk about all of the stuff. Okay. Alright, so let's bring this down. And I'm just going to play it at regular tempo, and then we'll take it apart. So here we go. Okay, so now the next thing I want to mention is that if you go to my website, dalemathisaccordion.com, and if you look in the far right corner, if you're using a desktop computer, you'll see the tab that says Free Lessons. And at that tab, you will find the sheet music for this, and there's a PDF so you can print it out. And in that PDF, even though we're playing by ear here, it has all the fingering numbers. So if you use those fingering numbers, it will make your life so much easier rather than stumbling around and having fingering mistakes. Because if you can use the same fingering every time that you play the tune, it'll make learning the tune so much easier and so much faster. And we've got a lot of new things to talk about in this lesson today. So a lot of it does concern fingering. Chords are the same as what we've had in the last few. So we've got a C chord, an F chord, and a G chord. So just those three. As I've mentioned, you can play 500 songs if you know 3 chords. Okay, so let's get into it. So here we go. So, the fingering, let me play the right hand. Now I've added 2 notes. We've got double notes in this song, so that's new. So it starts out with your thumb on the C, just like so many of the other tunes. And you're going to skip fingering, so you're going to play it with your thumb, the E with your second finger, skip a note, and play the G with your third finger. So it's... And then you're going to reach for the octave C with your little finger. And if you can do it with your third finger, add the A so that you've got harmony. And your third finger is already on the A, so if you can do it, add the F with your thumb. Okay, let me do that again. See, what I did there is I let my hand off the keyboard and just jumped down to play that C. Okay, and then for the next measure, it's with your third finger. F, G, A, and here again, you play the E, or G rather, with your second finger, but if you can, use your thumb and add the E. And now you're going to take your hand all off the keyboard and put your little finger, your little pinky, number 5, on G. And you're going to skip every other finger here. And in this section, you've got to hold that C with your thumb for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 beats, so it's a long time, and you don't want to change your bellow direction while you're holding that. So let's take it from the beginning again. And now the song repeats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You hold those notes for 6 beats. And then you get your little finger on the G again. 7, 8, and then you take your hand off. Yeah, and so during that last note, you want to have your bellow set up so that you don't have to change the bellow direction, because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, because if you change your bellow direction, this is what happens. 1, 2, 3. It sounds like you played another note, and that's not what we want. We want it to all sound very smooth. Okay, so I'm going to put the whole thing together, and again, what I suggest when you're learning to play this stuff is take just the right hand or just the left hand and play along with me, just the one part, and then after you've done that a whole bunch of times, then try putting it together. All right, so here we go. I'm going to play very slowly. So in this tune, the way I've written it, you play your first bass and chord, and then bring in the melody. So it's almost like a short little intro. Okay, and if you want to repeat the song and play it over a second time, what you might want to do is change your sound. So like now I was using the master on this accordion, but I could hit so you get the idea that you could change. Change my sound. So the idea about changing your sound is so that it sounds more like an orchestra and you're just changing things around and it's more pleasant to listen to. So it's managing those buttons on the accordion. All right, so this is a lot of new stuff again. A couple of double notes harmony in this one and some very long tied notes. So you got to work on your bellows control to try and keep that going all one direction during the entire tied note. And of course, if you download the piece of sheet music, even though you can't read the notes, you can see the idea of things having to be tied together. Plus you can see the finger numbers. So all of those things are just great help. And of course you've got the piece of paper there so you can make notes. Do this here, do this here. Oh, don't forget about this, you know, that kind of thing. Don't forget about your chord changes. Get a magic marker in yellow or red or whatever, and so that is just a great helpful aid. Okay, so I hope you're having a good time with this. Again, my website is dalemathisaccordion.com, and this is lesson number 8. And again, free lessons is the tab marker, and on a desktop computer it's in the far right corner. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.